If you're already holding XRP, there's a good chance this question has crossed your mind recently. Should I buy more XRP right now? Or should I wait? It's one of the biggest decisions investors are facing today. On one side, some people believe the current price could be an opportunity to increase their position before the next major move. On the other side, many investors worry that buying now could mean tying up more money while XRP continues moving sideways. So what's the smarter approach? Before we go any further, let me make one thing clear. This video isn't telling you to buy more XRP, and it's not telling you to stay away from it either. No one knows where the market will be next week or next month. Instead, we're going to look at today's market conditions, Ripple's long-term direction, and the latest developments to help answer one important question based on what we know today. Does buying more XRP make sense? One of the biggest mistakes investors make is allowing emotions to control their decisions. When prices rise quickly, people become afraid of missing out. When prices stay flat for a long time, people become afraid that nothing will ever change. Both emotions can lead to poor decisions. That's why experienced investors usually ask a different question. Instead of asking, will XRP go up tomorrow? They ask, has the long-term investment case become stronger, weaker, or stayed the same? Those are very different questions. Right now, the crypto market is still influenced by several factors, including overall investor sentiment, Bitcoin's performance, macroeconomic conditions, and regulatory developments. XRP doesn't exist in isolation. Even positive news around Ripple may not immediately translate into price movement if the broader market remains cautious. At the same time, Ripple continues building its business around blockchain payments and expanding the XRP ledger ecosystem. Discussions around tokenization, stablecoins, and institutional blockchain adoption continue to grow across the financial industry. These developments don't guarantee higher prices, but they do suggest that the long-term conversation around digital assets is continuing to evolve. In my opinion, that's why this decision isn't as simple as looking at today's chart. Sometimes the best investment decisions are made when emotions are lowest, not when headlines are the loudest. So perhaps the better question isn't simply, should I buy more XRP today? Maybe it's, has anything fundamentally changed that would justify buying more? Or waiting? Because understanding that difference may be far more valuable than trying to predict tomorrow's price. So should you actually buy more XRP right now? The honest answer is that it depends on your investment strategy, not the market's emotions. Many investors make the mistake of thinking that a lower price automatically means it's the perfect time to buy more. But price alone should never be the reason for increasing a position. The better question is, has the long-term outlook changed? In my opinion, that's where investors should focus their attention. Ripple continues developing blockchain-based payment solutions while the XRP ledger ecosystem continues to expand. Across the financial industry, discussions around tokenization, stablecoins, and digital asset infrastructure are becoming more common. These trends suggest that blockchain technology continues gaining attention, even though market prices don't always reflect that progress immediately. However, it's equally important to understand the risks. The crypto market remains highly volatile. Regulatory developments, global economic conditions, interest rate expectations, and overall investor sentiment can all influence price action. Even if Ripple continues making progress, there's no guarantee that XRP's price will respond in the short term. That's why buying more XRP should never be an emotional decision. Some investors buy because they're excited, others buy because they're afraid they'll miss the next rally. Neither reason is a solid investment strategy. Instead, every decision should be based on your own financial goals, risk tolerance, and the reasons you invested in XRP to begin with. If those reasons remain unchanged, then reviewing your position may make sense. But if you're buying simply because someone on social media says a massive breakout is coming, it may be worth slowing down and asking whether the decision is based on facts or emotions. No one knows exactly what XRP will do next, but history has shown that disciplined investors usually make better decisions than emotional investors. So is XRP still worth holding? The truth is, no one can answer that question with complete certainty. But before making any decision, ask yourself this: has the reason you invested in XRP actually changed, or has only your patience been tested? Those are two very different things. In my opinion, the smartest investors don't make decisions based on one slow month or one exciting headline. They stay informed, follow the facts, and regularly review whether their original investment thesis still makes sense. Whether you decide to continue holding, add to your position, or move on, make sure it's your decision, not one driven by fear, hype, or social media opinions. Because in the end, successful investing isn't about predicting every market move. It's about making disciplined decisions that align with your own goals and risk tolerance. Now I'd like to hear from you. Is XRP still worth holding in your opinion, or has your outlook changed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to OG XRP Insights, and turn on notifications for more fact-based XRP updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.